Alright, we're gonna play some FTG. You may hear some kids in the background. They're kids, you know, they can be loud. Just gonna have to live with it. And then cause when you have a chance to see this, I'm aware that your time is limited for obvious reasons, but also because you guys are working on the game. I'm actually gonna go back to making chapters for key features. That way you don't have to worry about watching the entire thing. You can just kind of jump to specific points. I'll do that, but in general I'm just going to stream it, and then you can kind of jump to the areas of interest, which is probably easier. But let's see. Looks like that crashed. Of course it's a work in progress, as you'd expect. There might be bugs every now and then. I don't think there's been an update lately, has there? No, there hasn't. It would just crash sometimes. So I guess that will be my first bookmark, right? Will be that crash. Yeah, but I'm just playing through. Let's see what we got. We got this team going. We're still doing Scotland. In terms of news, I mean, Creo team generally updates Steam fairly regularly. They're pretty good about that. They also update Discord. Not Discord. The Discord, Steam, and Reddit. So they're pretty active across all platforms, which is important for a small company, of course. They do a pretty good job with that. So there should be some major news coming shortly. I'm not going to spoil it. I'll let them tell you about it. Yeah, but in terms of what's going on, it's as you'd expect. Game's still in development. It's still proceeding. I wouldn't say on pace because I don't know what their timelines are, but it's still proceeding. And we're still playing it and testing stuff and all that good stuff. Like if you want to join the beta group, you can ask Cause. Number one, don't expect him to say yes, because ultimately as more people join it, it's going to get harder and harder to parse feedback. But then again, it's also not an early access period. So I know a lot of people tend to look at beta like it's early access where you get to play the game and you don't have to do anything else. But the entire point is to give Creo team feedback on specific areas. You know, they want you to pull the game apart and break it and, you know, give recommendations on things. That's the whole point of beta. You know, so I mean, you can ask. Number one, don't expect Creo team to say yes. You know, don't take it personally. They are a business at the end of the day. And number two, understand what you're getting into. So you can be playing a long-running campaign, and then an update can just make you wipe all your data, and that's all your time gone. You know, if you're not interested in stuff like that, don't join it or don't look to join it. Yeah, but that out of the way, I'm just gonna play as per usual. I'll talk about some of the stuff going on. I'll also highlight bugs because I'm gonna put those as bookmarks just so it's easier for Creo team to follow. Now let's see, this is just match stuff. So in terms of the contract, this is the current contract. And I'm gonna stick with this team until the end of the file, when we ultimately have to delete it. I'm guessing when we get more football and culture, that's when it's gonna happen. But it may happen sooner, who knows. Yeah, but so far I haven't seen anything off about any of this. It's looked good. It's looked about as well as you'd expect. I'm gonna start looking at some areas I don't normally check. Let's see, what do we got here? I want to see if it's actually talking about the new items yet. Like we don't have anything about football and cultures yet. So let's see, I'll probably bookmark here as well. You probably want some information on football and culture somewhere. You probably want information on how loans work under economics, I would imagine. We're probably going to want information on the agents and how those systems now work as well. I'd imagine at some point we're going to want the Footballopedia to be updated. Yeah, and I'll bookmark this. Cause let me know if you need like examples of stuff you can put in here. in terms of like blurbs and things like that. I'm not generally a UI UX person, but I have some experience there. So if you need like a sample to at least start on, I can do that. And then obviously you'll have like the community help translate where necessary over time. But yeah, I think the new mechanics are going to need to be in here as well. You know, obviously I don't see anything yet because it's still a work in progress. What else? What else are we looking at? And again, it's the beta testing team, right? That's the entire point. It is to look through things and provide feedback. Sometimes the team will pick it up, sometimes they won't, but you know, it kind of saves them a lot of time. They don't have to go through and do this stuff themselves, or at least they don't have to do it from only their perspective. Let's see what else we're looking at. So the Footballopedia needs updates. Again, let me know if you need like a starting point, like the blurbs or something. I can probably point things out. What else? How to learn classes. Yeah, this is new. I remember this. This came about because there was some confusion on the Steam forums in a discussion. People were trying to figure out how you actually learn special classes when you start from a base class, right? That's there. And then skill potential, yeah, that's all from Manager's Journey or Footballing Stars, I think. There's a possibility that we may lose throwing in, just because there's some discussion about it and the fact that it's not really useful. You know, it even tells you it's rarely useful, so. And it does take up a talent or a skill slot. So it's actually detrimental in a lot of ways, so we may lose it. It could make a good footballing culture though, if a country got thrown as a base skill, but then players never learned it or couldn't learn it, you know? That could be interesting. It could be like a minor skill maybe. But I'm not seeing anything else. Not seeing anything else. And then obviously you have the smaller personal list, and you see it there. This is my watch list. I think it's based on your scout. There's also another incentive to put development to your scouting center there too. I'm just looking at what they have here. Donahue is no longer my guy. Yeah, he's still on my watch list. Wow. I just never took him off. Okay. That's cool. I can actually watch him and see how he's doing. I also like that idea for the watch list. It's not necessarily for footballers you're going to buy. It can be for footballers that you're going to follow. You know, I used Donahue for a while, and then he went off to this team. And I can keep an eye on him and see how he's doing. You know, he's still playing fairly well. He still has that specialization. That's pretty cool. He's a really good player. I can see the transfer cost here, so I can see all the information. I don't have to go hunting for it. It's really useful. I can also sort by team, I think. All tournaments. Maybe not. Yeah, but my team is right there. That's neat. Who else we got? I don't think there's anyone else I would grab. This guy is someone that I actually took on loan, and I'll see that here. Took him twice. He was pretty effective, for sure. And of course the host team doesn't want to sell him, which is understandable. He's really good. Yeah. And the transfer window's closed anyway. Yeah, so let's actually get into the game proper. Again, this is a nice little thing to take into consideration, the number of suitable footballers, which means you can't just field a bunch of foreign players in your league. You have to be aware of what makes a valid team. So even though I have a lot of players from Belgium and Germany and England, you know, I have to kind of mix and match how I use them. So I can't do something like England and then another player from here, because now it's invalid. And if it's invalid, I automatically lose the game because I can't field them. It's not a valid team. That helps balance it out a little bit, you know? I like that idea. Yeah, let's actually get this game set up, though. If we've got Atkins, we might do Lindsay. I might just go for accuracy here. They have someone from the Netherlands. They have a Netherlands universal midfielder. So he's going to get boosted on the field. So he's going to be pretty strong. And then they have an English fullback who also learns slide tackle, so the potential for slide tackle increased. That's how that works. So he gets +1 to his potential level. And then potential is actually going at a base of 3 in this campaign, so he's going to get +3 instead. And then that's Gilmore. That's my guy. Huh. That's where Gilmore currently is. That's someone I loaned out. He's not actually playing, though, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it is a stronger team. Maybe they just don't want to use him. He is offensively oriented, so maybe if he was more focused on passing, he would take Pearson's place. Maybe, I don't know. AI coaches will do their own thing as well. Let's see, they get the ball first. Let's see what they have at the front. They have 3. They have that as well. My dog is up here stalking around, so I'm gonna have to deal with that too. They also have long pass. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to play it wide, I guess. And he's gonna become a fullback, which is why I'm playing him there. We'll leave it like that. Let's see what else we got. This is looking pretty good. I think McKay is the last guy. The last guy who really needs to get up to speed. Let's see if I can work on that. A lot of reaction over here. A lot of reaction. And a fullback on the right-hand side. Okay, they also have a left-wing midfielder. And Scarf is probably going to be a forward, it looks like. So maybe I'll play McKay there instead. Let's see, what is their control looking like? Pretty solid. I don't want to play Hammer there though, honestly. Hello, Sky. My dog is in here coming to say hi. Hi, girl. What's up? She's a good dog. Just always wants to be into everything, you know, dogs. But she's a good girl. Okay, let's see. We got Kinley. And of course, it's going to be a chill stream as per usual. That's generally how I stream. You know, I can't really do the fake high energy thing. I'm just going to do what I do. I feel like that's for the best, in all honesty. Like, if you're watching to find out what's coming in this game. You don't need me to go crazy. Like, I don't embellish things, I just kind of present them. But yeah, let's see, let's actually get into the game. Also, I'm playing it like this because I'm taking this season as a training season. You know, the current contract is to promote in... And let's see if I can find it. Promote in 4 years, this is year number 2, so I have some time. I'll probably start aiming for promotion next year. And then, you know, we'll see how far I get, and then I'll make adjustments to try and make it in the next year after that. And then even if I don't make it, you know, it's still satisfactory performance. I'm gonna run it though. Alright, they're gonna get the ball first. DM's not gonna do much. Yeah, they're gonna pass it out, that's different. And kids are here, so it's gonna be some noise in the background. Just how it is. I don't know if I can win the ball. Probably not. I'm gonna go ahead and try to block this off. Just to kill that potential move. Yeah, he might just pass it for the shot. I'm surprised he didn't try to take that spot. Oh, okay, he's trying to play for the cannon shot. I see what they're doing. He's also a forward, so I need to be careful. So again, the AI in this game is pretty smart. It will kind of understand what the best play is, and it will understand the obstacles that it needs to overcome. So it's like these guys could have brute forced a shot, but they recognize that it's likely not going to score based on the situation. They have cannon shot, they want to use cannon shot. So now basically they're trying to bait me into moving out of position. You know, if I move off the edges or I move out of the center, they'll have the ability to actually attack the goal with cannon shot. That's why they haven't really done anything with it yet. I'm trying to set up for the next move. Let's see. He's not a winger, so that might actually be okay. Also, I have to stay out of the box because they have long pass over here. I'm actually going to go ahead and just press. To incentivize them to give up the ball. Like maybe they'll do it. And then what are you guys doing? Nothing else? Trying to think of the play here. Maybe we'll move back down. What are you going to do now? You're going to pass it? Yep. You're going to pass it again? Yeah, they're just going to shoot now. Now they're just taking the shot, which is smart. Yeah, eventually they had to do something. So now I'm going to pass the ball to the wing. That way I get it out of all of this, and I'm going to attack from the side. Try to get it through him. That's great. He has 29 control, so I can actually run the flank pretty effectively. You know, running the flank, you know, incurs a minus 70% penalty on the defense, so from 65 to 20, which is why it's so good. And then if I can keep the ball, I have the potential to make a play. That is a D though, so he'll actually stop the shot. But it's an opportunity. And then of course I ran the flank. There's potential to actually get knocked back when you do that, which is what happened a while ago. Which is generally how the ball will go out of play. If you're running the flank on the edge and you get tackled like that, it will go out for a throw-in. Which is really the only time throw-ins matter, right? Which is probably one of the big issues. I'm going to go into the box and I'm going to force the goalkeeper to take the ball away because there's a possibility for him to fail. Yep, there you go. Again, in this game, you want the goalkeeper to make plays. You want him to act as often as possible. You know, even if it's like a low effort, a low chance of success, rather. You just want the goalkeeper to roll because, you know, there's always a potential for things like that to happen. If it's a one-on-one shot, you can also kind of, what's the word? Ensure it a little bit by doing something like a power shot instead of a precision shot. Maybe you'll get a corner or something. Yeah, we got the penalty. You know, I remember when penalties were literally just left, center, and right. Now there are 6 different areas. And then accuracy, percentage chance is based on player accuracy. So the game will generally take your player with the greatest accuracy and use him for the penalty kick. I mean, I'm going to go here, even if it's a lower chance. Generally, the AI will also understand that a certain square has a higher chance to win, so they'll focus more on that. So sometimes it helps to go for one of those corners. 83. If you're feeling like really gambling, you can go for the far top corner, which is like 73, because they almost never defend that corner. But it's so unlikely to win that it's like, does it make sense? See if I can win the ball. Ooh, that's no good. He's injured. Oh, that's no good. Okay. And they have a, ooh, that's no good. They have a indirect free kick. I've said that a few times, but they didn't do what I expected. I expected them to try and play over here and then go for the cannon shot. They didn't, though. So we'll live with that. Why not? Let's see. They also lost a player, so I need to be aware of that. I might want to adjust for that situation. Now that he's out of there, I'm going to do this instead. Just to kind of block off that cannon shot. They do have head play at the very edge, though, so I might want to block that off, too. Trying to think about how I'm going to play this. Maybe I'll play it wide. And now they have a CD in the box, which is pretty smart. Let's see. I'm also going to take him out, and I'm going to put in Kinley. Even though Kinley has reaction, Kinley is young or younger than him. In the worst case scenario, Kinley will get injured, right? And then I have him in the fallback. I could also do this instead. I could undo that. I could say my player from Belgium, because he has high defense and he has active defense. That's his ability, which is going to make his tackle even stronger. Let's see what else we got. I got Kelman. It might be a good idea to take out McNee, but I haven't secured the win yet, so I don't know. Trying to think here. I might actually play you up here, just in case he can't get past. And we'll see what happens. Just basically preparing for potential situations, right? I'm gonna try to run the flank. Because again, minus 70 to defense makes it a lot easier. He has 27. See if I can get past this, and if not, I'll probably just tackle with him. Or put pressure on it with him. And they have a CD, though. They also have a DF. I'm just going to hold the ball and force them to deal with it up here. And they didn't win the ball. That's actually huge, but they're going to win it this time. Yeah, that's guaranteed. Okay, let's see. Who's going to take the ball? Let's press with you. That's guaranteed. He's going to be weak. I'm going to do it from here. Let's see. He is motivated, though. But that's not a great shot, so I'm just going to force him to deal with it up here. 84 because he's a forward, and I'm holding the ball. But he's motivated, so he did an aggressive tackle. But now we can't do anything else, you know, so now we're playing it in their half. I might go for the shot here. It might make sense. Might actually go up here and take it. I can also bait the CD into tackling me, and then they might give me a penalty. Because, you know, he's going to auto-tackle because he's a CD. They don't have a choice. I'm a forward. He has a penalty to tackling and winning the ball from forwards. And I also get a boost to control, you know, at the end of my turn. So all of those things can culminate in a potential attack on goal. I could also just shoot directly, but then I have to deal with him. Kind of the same thing. I'm going to go for that. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. That's one of the big problems with CDs, the fact that auto-tackling in the box is so risky. So there are a lot of different ways that you can take advantage of it. I'm also going to take him out of the game because he's done enough. I'm going to go ahead and play, let's see, Forrester maybe? Yeah, we're going to do Forrester. He's English, so I'm trading an English player, a Belgian player for an English player, which is still a valid team. You know, his accuracy is still pretty good. I'm going to go to the corner. Very good. And that game is essentially over now. Gonna go ahead and play back defense a little bit. I'm also gonna take out Atkins because he's starting to feel the heat. Gonna put Scarf in the forward position. Gonna place these guys further back. Let's see what else we got. And then I'm gonna put McKay here just so he can get some experience, hopefully. Let's put him there. And I think that's good enough. We'll leave McNee there. That should be a win. There you go. Yep, I just wanted him to get some specialization points. Looks like he's gonna get some as well. Yeah, that's a forced shot. Not a great shot. And now we're just gonna press. We're going to use him because he has active defense, which is going to give his tackle a boost. Oh, with a foul, though. Oh, a lot of injuries today. All right, we're going to play it back. We're going to play you in the center. We're going to push you over there. And then we're going to put, let's see, you here, and we're going to put you there. They're going to pass it. They normally pass it off. Yeah, they're going to pass it over there, maybe. That's all right. Yeah, it's still a tough shot. I'm going to go ahead and pass it to McKay. And we're going to let McKay get some experience up here. He's going to get some midfielder experience. Yeah, a little bit, not much. And they're gonna shoot some extra defender experience. That's the first game. A lot of activity, a lot of subs, a lot of fouls. The statistics for these games has always been really good. It kind of helps you capture what's really going on. Yeah, 8 tackles is a lot. That's a crazy amount of activity. Possession seems a little off, but they did have it near the end, to be fair. If that's game one, let's see. Nothing really stood out in that game. I might bookmark like highlights when it comes to stuff like the penalties and things like that, just to highlight it. Like it is beta testing, but I'm not really seeing a lot of bugs in those areas. But there are certain things worth highlighting. Because Creo team does like to know how certain things feel, out in the wild. When it comes to whether or not things are working as they expected, or whether or not things need to be tweaked or whatever. I'll bookmark those as well. And bookmarking takes a little bit of effort. It's still effort, but it's not a whole lot. It's really just going through the video again. Just like if you can't stand the sound of your own voice, it's going to be annoying, but it doesn't bother me. If anything, it helps me to kind of review what I'm saying, then kind of think about it when I speak in the future. I think it's helped a lot just for that, honestly. Like checking your speech and pronunciation just to make sure that what you're thinking is what's coming out, because a lot of the time you can overthink. Like I tend to overthink a lot. So it kind of helps to have that review process in general. Let's see what else we got going on. It says it's gonna rain today. Art imitates life, I guess. Like I need the rain around here. It's been hot forever, but also it means I have to stay indoors, so I have mixed feelings about that. Like, yeah, I want it to rain because it's been hot, but I also want to go to the park, which is literally right outside my window. Speaking about the park, I need to go camping before the summer ends. The great thing about the outdoors is that it will always be there. Or at least you'd hope it will always be there. Now sometimes you take that stuff for granted too. But it's raining, which means there's going to be a penalty to passing. The great thing about Scotland is they can actually fight against this. Because it's like they'll get penalized on passing, but then they can also upgrade their passing when they hold the ball. So it's like in rainy conditions, when they hold the ball, they can basically not negate, but they can reduce the effect of rain on their abilities. So it's a bit of a workaround. I think we'll get football and culture that have countries with immunities to rainy weather. Like if you think about regions that have a lot of rain, or what's the word, are infamous for their rainy seasons, it would make a lot of sense. Let's get this game underway as well. They've got a 5-2-3. Okay. Lloyd is interesting. He's probably pretty old. I also like the fact that you can tell whether or not a player is old just based on their development. He's probably like 30. Yeah, he's 33, I figured. Because he has a level 3 skill, and he has pretty high stats, so he's near the end of his career. I also like the fact that you can see everything they've done before. Yeah, but he has level 3 head play, so he's going to be a nightmare on corner kick situations. They also have a lot of players with head play, including this guy, so everybody has head play. And then this guy has nutmeg, which is an issue in and of itself. He has a layoff pass. This guy has long pass, so their goalkeeper is going to be the weak link. And they also have a pretty weak defender back here. So I might be able to take advantage of that gap. Let's see who I'm gonna play here. I have to be aware of that guy with nutmeg. He's gonna be the big problem. And then they have a left wing midfielder who's gonna be over there. Let's see, we also get the ball first. How are their defense looking? he has 44 defense. That's going to be tough as well. Like, Dean's isn't very good when it comes to defending, but he is really good when it comes to playing the ball forward. Because he has 46 passing and 24 control, which means he can probably hold the ball in his own half. And then when that happens, he's going to have, like, doing the math in my head, 92, he's going to have, like, 100 or over 110 passing, I think, when he actually keeps possession of the ball, which is really good. Which is going to make lobbing for him really strong, for example. I'm just thinking about this. I don't know if I'm going to play him. It's also raining, so I probably want to play Kinley up here. Might be a good idea. In terms of possession, their defense is very good. I might play Forrester this time. Let's see. Atkins. Atkins might be a solid choice. I'm actually going to go Forrester this time instead. But I think I'm going to play Forrester on the flank. Nah, let's play him in the center. We'll play someone on the flank, but not him. We'll probably play both of them together, and I'm going to shoot with Forrester, and if it doesn't get through, I'm probably going to just pull it back. I'm just thinking about all the potential things I can do here. I can do Forrester. Yeah, I can also do Atkins though. Atkins might be the better call. Yeah, Atkins over Forrester, and then tackle with you. That's a better call. Yeah, that can always bring Forrester in later. All right, let's do it. Trying to set up for the second play. That's generally the best way to handle it. Like, it's not as complicated as chess, but you have to think about it like chess sometimes. Like, what happens if I fail this move and the opponent does this? So a lot of the time, if you watch me, you'll see me just sit on this screen and try to figure out what I'm gonna do. Because it's just kind of going through all the different potential options, you know? Let's see, he has nutmeg, right? So I'm probably okay, because there's nothing he can really do. Well, that's not true, he can go through the middle. So I probably want to do this, move him over here, and that way he has to deal with the CD if he's got a nutmeg. That might be a good choice. There's some options though, but for now we're just going to play it. We're going to go Kelman, we're going to shoot. He does have long pass though, which changes things a little bit, which means they might be able to counterattack. So I'm going to change that thought. Now that I know how the formation looks, I'm going to make that change now. And prep for that future play, just in case they get the ball through. So again, I like how fluid this game is, because there are a bunch of different things you have to prepare for, and there are a bunch of different changes you have to make in terms of your strategy. So like, since their nutmeg player is here, I'm going to make that defensive play right now, because I see that the goalkeeper has long pass, and he could potentially get it all the way to this player in one turn. I want to see if I can try to cut that off, right? So now we set up for that. It does make my attack a little weaker. We got it to the goalkeeper, but he does have the potential to get it all the way down there in one turn. Yeah, that's why. We managed to keep the ball though, but there was a potential for him to get it through. We have to prep for that. That's all right. We're gonna go ahead and let's see. We're gonna press. When I was just gonna make it difficult for them to play the ball forward. Like, I don't even need to win the ball. Well, I should, because he's there. If he wasn't there, I could just hold position. Yeah, but if he wasn't there, I could just hold position and then just prevent them from passing because of the DF. Now he can't take the ball because he just pressed. Okay, he's gonna go for a shot. Okay, he's just gonna move it back out. He realized that going for a shot's not the best choice. That's fair. Now they're trying to bait me into coming out of position as well. I could potentially win the ball, but he has 20 plus. So he's gonna have to win the ball. Okay, we got it. They don't have a CM, but I don't like where the ball is right now, if I'm gonna play it forward. Play it up there. That's fine. Let's see what you guys have got. Okay, you're going to try to lob it through. That's the front line press, making it hard for them to play the ball forward. Always nice. I'm going to make this change. Do that. Okay, Lloyd is there, which is smart because fighting for the ball relies on head play. So Lloyd's actually going to make it really hard for me to win the ball. Yep, 127, right. So yeah, head play has a lot of uses. It's not just for scoring, it's not just for defending. It can also be for just fighting for the ball. So they're going to make it really tough for me to win the ball here because Lloyd's just going to keep showing up. That was actually good though. I put McKay there, which means that McVeigh there, which means that Lloyd can't take that spot, so it's going to be him instead. So I have a better opportunity of actually winning the ball because Lloyd was going to make it impossible. And I'm going to try to shoot through with Kelman because he is a attacking midfielder. The penalty for shooting from range is reduced, even if it's not a great chance. I'm just going to see if I can get it into the box at least. Yeah, that's great. Goalkeeper got it. That's what I want. Oh, but guess what? They just, oh no. They, well, he's over here, okay. When it goes out of play, your formation resets. So basically, when they kicked the ball out of play a while ago, that whole defense against Nutmeg was reset. But it's a good thing that they brought the forward over there, otherwise he would have had a chance to nutmeg into the box. If there are a lot of different things going on. It's just a very, it can be a complicated game. I've been playing it for so long that a lot of these things make sense to me, but for like a new player, it might not make a whole lot of sense. Let's see who we've got now. Hansen. Gonna switch Hansen out for Atkins. I'm also gonna play him here. We'll do that. Atkins, because Atkins can run the flank. We do have some opportunities here, though. Kinley. I'm gonna take out... Interesting. I still want to play these guys at the front, but I have an idea. Because we have that... I don't want to take you out, though. Not yet. Maybe McKay? I'm just thinking about it. Maybe we'll do McKay. Yeah. If we're looking to win, we're going to need to do something like that. I could also take him out instead. That might make more sense. I might actually change that up. Let's undo that and undo that. Let's take you out in favor of him. Let's move him there, move him there. We're going to play him as a defensive player, and we're going to do that. Now, there's a reason for this. Let's see if it actually pays off, though. Let's see, I have to imagine you're going to try to go to that side. Okay, that's fine. Let's do that. And let me take a look at him, Masters. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we're still training. That's still the focus. Even if I'd like to win, I also want to get these players up to speed. Cause did say that they fixed a bug that used to cause the game to crash if you did more than 3 substitutions. It looks like that's no longer an issue. Oh, that's a nice shot to got it through the defender. It's gonna be a tough corner kick because of Lloyd. It might be impossible actually. It almost feels like a guaranteed goal. He has to mess up. That's the only way they're not gonna score here. He has to mess up. I'm gonna make a change here. I'm gonna move him here, move him there, and move him there. Well, I'll move him there. He has better potential. Yeah, he messed up. That was the only way that was gonna work. Because Lloyd is a nightmare on the corner kicks. Absolutely. Looks like they made a change. They moved him over there. So I'm gonna make a quick adjustment. I might actually do. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that though. Yeah, that's the best I can do. Make that adjustment. Just because he's so dangerous with Nutmeg, then I'll do that. And that should essentially shut it down. It's our ball, we have long pass. We're gonna play from the wing to start, I think. Let's see what they've got. They don't really have a good counter ability. Yeah, so we're gonna play from the wing. We can take a shot, but they have DF, so I don't think it's worth it. So I think in this case I'm just gonna hold because he only has 32. Yeah, that's fine. He's gonna come and try to take it now, but that's okay. We're guaranteed to win the ball back. Oh, he's also in a really bad spot too. If I can win the ball immediately, we can actually score. It's up to me though. Like, do I go for the tackle? Let me think about this. It's gonna be more or less the same. Gonna put him behind me. Ah, we didn't win the ball. That's unfortunate. All right, let's see what they've got. Let's see. Nutmeg is over here. We have that covered. Trying to figure out what they're gonna do. They might try to lob it, I imagine. Might actually start playing forward here. Yeah, they're gonna try to lob it. I thought so. Yep. Yeah, who's gonna take the ball though? Okay, it's gonna be you. We could use him. We might use him. Just because he's on the wing anyway. Nice, okay. Alright. Ooh, that is a potential goal if we get it through. It's so risky though. But are we willing to take the risk is the question. It is very risky. Yeah, it didn't pay off. That was a potential goal right there. Oh, they're just gonna shoot. It's going to be uncontested because it's from the corner. Yeah. Yeah, I took that risk trying to get it through the AM. And it didn't pan out, but I thought it was worth it, honestly. It was a good try. 78. We get one more chance. Let's make another sub. Trying to think about this. I could potentially get a free kick if I do this properly. See if I can pull that off. I should be able to do it. I could also just shoot. I could also just shoot directly on goal if I wanted to. Like shoot through him. 50 of that. 54. That might be a better choice. That's going to be 41 versus what, 50? That might actually be the better call now that I think about it. It's either that or I try to draw a foul from him. I'm going to see if I can get a corner kick instead. Which might also work. Let's try that. Alright, let's see if we can actually get a comeback goal here. Give it to Kelman. We're going to move him into the box, which prevents these guys from helping out. Now it's just going to be me versus you. 41 versus 62 isn't good enough, but I'm going to try to get it through him and get a corner kick. Nope, couldn't do that. Had a good try, though. And then that would have given him 70 accuracy for the corner. For another shot on goal. It was a good try, but it didn't work out. Alright, we'll take the defeat. It was a good try. You could see where I lost that match, though. On that long pass opportunity. Like, I could have also played it forward safely and then kind of played for possession the next turn. But, I mean, we had position for a cannon shot on the left-hand side. So it was worth the gamble, I think. And then, of course, since we pulled up the defense to fight against Nutmeg, it allowed the players to actually get a shot on goal. That's another thing I like about this game. You can't cover everything. It's like you might wonder why I wouldn't just play a sweeper. A sweeper is very susceptible to long pass. So it's like if you don't want to deal with long pass into your box, don't play a sweeper. But if you want to cover other things more easily, you can play a sweeper. So it's like a risk-reward sort of thing, right? You know, you can't cover everything. Not even placing 6 defenders in the box covered everything. Because there are a lot of things you don't have access to. It's really easy to pull your defense apart. Obviously, you only have like what, 4 players on the rest of the field, so you're constantly defending and whatnot. Yeah, but we're in 7th place though, regardless of all of that. Like, this is a rebuilding season. We've lost 5 games and we're almost in the top 6, which is saying a lot, right? That's actually huge because our goal is to avoid relegation this season. We're not even looking to promote. Hello, Sky. My dog is back in here again. Hello. What's up? Puppy break, yes. Good girl. Dog. Anyway. Hello. Anyway, let's do one more match and I probably have to run to the store. Let's see, that was 1-0, that wasn't bad. Yeah, but to be in 7th place when we're just looking to just build up the team is crazy. That's actually a really good position. That kind of tells me that we'll be able to make it to the top 4 at least the next season, because we're still training up this team. We still have guys who don't have a class on the field and all sorts of stuff. So I might have some time. And of course, these guys are on loan. I can see how they're doing. They've played how many matches? 9 matches? Well, 6 matches this season. And I can see their stats right here, so I don't have to go digging. I can also take a look at the other players. Who is that? That's, not McGee. That's McPhee. Excuse me. 8 matches this season, so they're getting a lot of use, which means they're getting a lot of specialization points. They're also being played in a position I don't really want them to be played in, but, you know, I can work with that. Which is another risk of loaning players out. You don't really get to determine where they play. Not the end of the world, it's just worth keeping in mind. I can also go and check. So they're being played on the front line, obviously. And then I have another player who's not getting used at all. This didn't work out. He's just sitting on the bench, which is unfortunate. I think next time I'm going to send him to the lower leagues just because they'll play him. He's a very solid player though. Accuracy, control. He'd make a really good attacking midfielder. Yeah. So I may send him to the lower leagues just to get specialization points. Like, he's gonna get less experience because the lower leagues give you less experience per match, but at least he'll get spec points at the very least. Yeah, but that's something to keep in mind as well. Let's see, let's do one more match, and then of course I'll bookmark it. I think I said at the beginning for Creo Team's benefit that I'll put things in the chapters, just so it's easier for them to parse. Like, I know Kaz is gonna watch it eventually, but Kaz is also a busy guy. And then if Kaz is the guy responsible for shipping stuff off to the rest of the team, you have to make it easy enough for him to be able to get through it. Let's see, so let's do one more game. 5-3-2. They also have a few 2-star players that I can't see. I know that because of these hidden stats. I can actually spend money on a scout. Right now it doesn't cost a lot, but as I get further and further, it's going to be really expensive. So I really need to get this this situation sorted out. So let's see, hiring agents. Like, for example, it's just 5,000, but if I look at like 5 stars for 1 month, it's almost 500,000. It's over 500,000. So that's really expensive, right? And it's like you get more money as you advance in the league. That's money I could be using on something else. I'm also starting to, what's the word? I'm also starting to kind of finish off the transfer market so I can put some more glory here. I don't plan on buying anybody. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more experience towards my forwards because I do use a lot of forwards. Right, we'll do that. We'll focus on the front. Like, I never focus on defender coach. Once upon a time, this used to be the best coach because you could field 6 defenders pretty easily. And it was really easy to just cheese it and get really high level defenders. This is more balanced now. But then I don't really like focusing on defenders anyway. I want to keep possession and make plays and score goals. Defenders don't do that. Yes, guy, I'm talking at the computer. What about it? He's always looking at you like, what are you doing? I don't see anybody else in here. You're a sweet dog. I'm also going to spend the 5,000 here on the scout. On the hiring agents, rather. It's just 5,000 right now, but, you know, I'd rather upgrade my infrastructure. And now I can see who's a 2-star. I can also see who's not. So, like, this guy's at least a 3-star because I can't see him. Which is a big deal. Let's see what else we got going on. Let's start prepping for the match. Let's think about strategy. A good portion of this game is just strategizing, thinking about what you could do. What you might have to play against. So they have Rainbow Feint. I'm not worried about that because I don't have a sweeper, which means you can't Rainbow Feint right to my goalkeeper. Let's see, they do have Layoff Pass, which is going to be a problem in and of itself, but it's a center midfielder, so it's not that bad. They have a left wing forward, so I'm going to want this guy over here to make breaking in harder. Let's see what else we got going on. Oh, well, not you, right? You're also almost a fullback, which is great. Apparently, you're also almost a fullback, so I can have a left and a right, I guess, if I really want it. Up to me. Yeah, I would rather make you a right fullback, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Trying to figure it out. Yeah, you're right. I'd rather make him left at this point. I think we'll do that, just to kind of keep it balanced. I can also do, well, it's up to me, really. There are a lot of things I can do. What should I do? Who knows? They get the ball first, so I'm going to be playing defense. They have a CM, which means I'm not going to get the ball. Even if I had a really good DM, they have a CM, so it doesn't matter. I imagine they're going to try to cross the ball. I'm going to do that. Well, that's fine. They're going to try to run the flank and cross it, I bet. Sullivan is there. Sullivan has cannon shot, so I have to be aware of that. We're going to go ahead and play Kinley back here. Kinley's not the best choice, but also I'm not going to play Hammerich on the field because he's old. I don't want him getting injured. They don't have a lot of defense at the front, minus Sullivan, so maybe I can play you there. And then what do they have at the back? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dog is lying down to sleep. They also have long pass, they have layoff pass, they have slide tackle. Let's see, they have cannon shot. They have strong goalkeeper rather, so cannon shot's not as useful. Just trying to see what they have at the front here. McNee, probably play McNee back there. Hansen. They have someone on the left-hand side, so I'm going to have to keep that in mind too. McNee's not really going to run the flank though. That's going to be the only problem. Like, you're good, but we'll see. Maybe play you up there. 37. He's better. But he also has a skill that I can't use this game. So we'll do that. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to approach this, though. If they have someone in the box, I might be able to lob it. But we'll see. Let's get into the match. Let's see what you guys are fielding. Okay, they have somebody in the box. They have someone over here. He also has head play, which is weird. Let's see. And Sullivan is over there. I'm going to have to be careful. Okay. have options. We definitely have options. I can easily get the ball into the box if I really need to. They're going to play it over there. They're going to get it through. Okay, he's just going to hold it, I guess. Oh, he's going to shoot. Okay, well, that's a choice, sure. Not a choice I would have made, but hey. Who am I to judge? Let's see about this. I have some options. I'm going to play it forward. Alright, that's pretty easy. Now I'm going to, let's see. I can pretty easily get the ball here. Where's the CD? He's a CD. But he's going to go right. He's going to go there, though. I'm trying to figure out what play I'm going to make. I could move here, and then I could get the ball, and then I could move again. That's 7. 11. Let's try it. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, well, not really, because he didn't go for it. Okay, well. He would end up getting back in the way here. Yeah, I'll win the ball, but he's still there, though. I should have played it from the back, from over there. What's the play here? He has slide tackle. He's a CM. Trying to think about this. He's a CD. Thinking about it. He has slide tackle. I'll do that, even if I'm not going to take the shot, because I don't think it makes sense to shoot on this. He's going to get out of the box. He's going to be in the way. Let's see. Well, then what are you going to do? Long pass, maybe. Then maybe I don't want you in the way. Okay. Sure. Okay, that's smart. They're not gonna use him. They're gonna use him instead. Yeah, but someone's gonna lob it, of course. That's a given. Let's see. I should be able to easily win this ball. We use you. Yes, easy enough. And let's see. I don't know if I can keep it, though. Force them to keep making plays back here. Yeah, I'm waiting for the point where they just stay there. That was smart. Waiting for the point where they keep the ball back here. This also works. What's gonna happen? Ugh, that sucks. That's really annoying. Hold on. I can win it with you, but you're also a left wing forward. You have 16. Okay. Yeah, but what now? 26, 31, 30, well, 18, 26, 19. So now I have to hope for a foul, right? See if I can get fouled here. 66 control is ridiculous. He's German, isn't he? Is he German? He is, yep. That's why his control is so high. That's really good. Let's see what we got. I can take a shot now. It's not going to be a high quality shot, though. Yeah, it's not going to be a great shot. Maybe if I lob it and one of them get the ball, I can slide tackle. So I'll try that. Ah, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. And they don't have a CD there. Great. That's a perfect shot. That's the best shot I could possibly take. Let's see what they have. Okay, so I'm just going to take a precision shot. Great. Love the fact that you have different players who bring different things to the table. I have a German player back there, which is how I got the foul. You know, I have an English player up there, which is how I did all of that stuff a while ago. You know, I could have taken a shot like 2 or 3 times instead of doing all of that, but they would have been low quality shots. So it would have been like I'm kind of flipping a coin, basically, or rolling the dice as opposed to getting a high quality shot like that. And then the next nice thing is that I have possession. I start with the ball, which is great. Let's see. Let's see what we got. There are a bunch of things I can do here. Yeah, they're really doing themselves no favors with those two CDs. It's really bad. Because I can take indirect attacks on goal. They don't have to be direct at all. Like, for example, I'll play it like that, like maybe this. Just so I have another option up here, but it's not even going to be an issue. I'm going to play it forward. I'll keep the DM there. Why not? I generally press, but I'll keep him there. Sure. I can also play him upwards. I feel like he should be a CM anyway. That's an AM spot. Yeah, I can play him there. He also has intercept, which is going to make it harder for them to play the ball forward. So let's make that change. Yeah, but those CDs aren't doing these guys any favors. Yeah, I could take a shot, sure. I could also do this, which is a much better opportunity, right? Because, you know, if they win the ball, they win it. But I'll be in the box. It's going to be 36 versus like 50 something, if not 60 control. And then this guy's also 37. So it's a really bad for them. Yep. There you go. Yeah, CDs are... I know they're popular, but as time goes on, I'm hoping people will see how weak they really are. Like, they're useful. Obviously, I have CDs. But they're not the be-all, end-all. They're really only good for specific things. Like, you want to defend these sides of the box. You want to defend the edges of the box, really. And then maybe like they're a last gasp option, I guess, or a last, what's the word? A last chance option. If you need to defend against a specific ability and you're caught off guard, maybe they can potentially foul the opposition or something. Or maybe win the ball, but they're so easy to exploit. It's crazy. I'm hoping the AI becomes smart enough to recognize how weak they can be in different situations. I'm gonna go up here. Yep. Like nowadays, I tend to go for the lower chance corners just because the AI is less likely to dive there. It's like, yeah, you're more likely to miss, but at the same time, I feel like it's more important to make the AI miss than it is to get the highest possible chance. Yeah, that's not gonna work. He's not a defensive DM. That's smart. That's a better call. Get him out of position. Yep. That's the right play to make. And I'm just gonna press. I better win this ball though. Talking about pressing. Yeah. Now he's in position though, so what am I gonna do? Let's see, I'm gonna move the ball up to you, I think. Yeah. He should have a good chance of keeping possession. He's a universal forward. Yep. Even with pressing, it's not gonna matter. That's gonna be a much bigger deal. Yeah. And now you have to move though, you can't stay there. Yeah, he knows. Okay. It's okay, now we can play for possession. Over and over again. Kind of force him to win it again. That's fine. That's fine. Even if they get Rainbow Feint off, it doesn't matter because he can't attack the goal with it. Now we're gonna use McKay. We're gonna press. We're gonna try to win the ball. This is so risky. Like if he fails, it's gonna be a card. But if he wins, he's gonna shut them down. But at the same time, there's no way they can come back, so I'm just gonna do that. Like that might be a card, but if he failed the aggressive tackle, that would have been a red card. So, you know. And he's out for 7 months, which sucks for them. Yeah, he's only out for 1 game because that's his second yellow, but it's not as bad as it could have been. And the game's also over, so it's like whatever. Let's take out some other guys here. Yeah, just to kind of mix it up here. We might get the ball again, who knows? You never know. And then we'll do Atkins. I really should test the 5-man substitution at some point. I don't want to do it now because I'm in the middle of a game. So if it does crash for some reason, I don't want to lose my results, but I'll test it off camera. Might be a good choice. Gonna play you there. We're gonna play, let's see, you over here. And then I don't think it matters. Probably you. And you. It's just to cut off the cannon shot. That's really what I care about. They went for the straight shot, which was a bad choice. Is he from the Netherlands? He is, okay. Total football. So he actually got 100% to a 78 because it stacks. So it would be plus 30%, which brings it to 78. And then it's plus 100% because it's a direct free kick. And then I think it's like minus a lot from this range, like minus 75. You got plus 25%. So it wasn't a bad choice. It just was unlikely to work, really. I think we got... we'll do that. That's fine. That's perfectly fine because we're going to get an opportunity to get some experience. All right, good game. 2-0. Solid win. A lot of activity. A lot of tackles, a lot of interceptions. Generally, that's how I play it. Like there will be way more stats in terms of possession as opposed to shooting because I'm generally trying to set up good shots. And in 48 turns is more than enough time to score multiple goals, you know? If you want to take like 4 or 5 shots on goal in a normal length game, you can do it. It just comes down to strategy and playstyle, really. And McKay's getting up there, good. Hansen's up there. Good. We have a fullback. Very nice. That is one hell of a snorer, brother. Jeez. Let's see what we're gonna do. Long pass level 2 is good enough. The way I use long pass, it's good enough. I don't need level 3. I know everybody loves level 3 long pass, but level 2 is good enough. The key is not to take huge risks with it where you need that extra level. Like you need to be able to do things where you make the long pass and you're okay if it potentially fails. It should never be a situation where it must work or else I can't do anything. So I think that's really the problem with long pass. People look at it like an all-in skill as opposed to like an option. Just like when it comes to scoring, their only way of scoring is by using long pass. You know, they don't have other options and stuff. And then that's when you really need level 3 because that's your only option, right? Go dedication with him because he already has an extra skill. I might go level 2 cannon shot, but that's not his primary purpose. His primary purpose is to slide tackle and win the ball and then shoot. So he's going to be accuracy focused. And then maybe a little bit of control for like a corner kick situations, but it's mainly accuracy. I think once he hits level 40, I'm going to move over to control. I'm just going to end it with control. And then his plus 5 dedication levels might be control. We'll see. It will depend because he's not the type of player who needs to keep the ball. He's the type of player who really wins it, or maybe he gets the ball and strikes in one turn. So again, it's pretty cool that football and cultures give you these different types of archetypes, you know? Like if you've ever played like Pro Evolution Soccer, you know about things like the postman and the fox in the box and the playmaker and like the roaming flank and stuff like that. It feels like the football and cultures really give you those player archetypes. So like so he would probably be a fox in a box just because he's more of a striker, a one-off striker. Maybe someone else from Scotland is a postman because he has to hold up the ball to make a play and whatnot. Or maybe Germany or something. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool idea. Yeah, but I'm gonna put this into chapters, obviously. I'll do the basic chapters where the matches begin and the strategizing begins and stuff like that. And I'll also look for key highlights. Obviously bugs for Creo Team, which is the entire point of this, beta testing and whatnot. But also just highlights as well, so they can see where certain things are working. You know, point out different things, so they can see whether or not it's working as expected, whether or not they need to make a change or something. Yeah, so it's going to take quite a bit of time to do that, but it's significantly less time than editing. even like minor editing. Yeah, but that's it. It's 12 o'clock over here, so I need to go to the store. It's already too late. Everybody's gonna be at the store now. Ugh, but